I dropped off the face of the earth, moved countries and houses, quit my job, went celibate, and now I'm having the time of my life. A few months ago, I was in a job I hated, surrounded by negative people thousands of miles away from those I love and completely disconnected from the earth and my spirituality. I was often around people and really lonely, and now I'm often alone but never lonely. I was at a dead end, completely embarrassed that I made a big deal about moving to a new country and realising that I definitely made the wrong decision, but feeling trapped. Even my body was trying to tell me I was on the wrong path. My skin was a mess, my hair was literally breaking off, I was going bald. And when I would land back in Dubai, I could sleep literally for 24 hours and would have to force myself to get up. So I wish I would have listened sooner, because your body doesn't lie. First I thought maybe I was just really tired, but actually it was just because I had nothing to wake up for. So I had to start and create a life that I was excited to wake up for. Whereas these days, I jump out of bed excited for the day ahead and what it could hold for me and the joy that I can create, and I am so grateful. So today I just wanted to share with you the little things I've done day to day without money or people or anything physical to create a life that I quite... First of all, guys, I hate to break it to you, life isn't that serious. Letting myself just be joyful was such a hard obstacle to overcome. Sometimes the higher purpose literally is just to be happy. Letting myself just be silly and goofy and carefree when no one is watching just feels so good to me. And my little Nina comes with me absolutely everywhere, and spending time with her like this just encourages me to be playful. Like, she just wants to chase and play hide and seek, and it just reminds me of like rolling around in the grass when I was a little girl. And if anyone does see me, because I have a dog, they don't think it's weird at all. But even if you don't have a pet, just letting yourself like move your body in like weird ways and just not care, it literally feels so good. Being a wellness girly, it can just feel so serious sometimes, and you're walking like trying to meditate or get your calories or build your strength. Why don't we just walk for fun? Do it for the plot. This is what this summer has really been about for me, is taking myself out of that pressured mindset of what I think I should be doing in my mid-20s and just having fun with it, because I have one life, and if I'm not spending every moment trying to fill it with joy, what is the point? Definitely, as much as I've always preached self-love, there was always a part of me that spent time looking good for external validation, and for the first time I can say I purely do it for myself, because now I live somewhere really quiet. There are genuinely days where I do not see anyone and I still try and make myself a little bit presentable. I keep myself shaved because that's my preference. I keep my nails cute even though they get really damaged doing my job. Always having my hair blown out as soon as I've washed it. As I say, even though I know I'm not going to see anyone, even when I catch myself in the mirror, it's just like I've taken care of myself, and that feels really good to me. Literally a few months ago, it would be like a jump scare when I'd look in the mirror. I'd have acne, these big dark circles under my eyes, my hair would be all frizzy because of the humidity. And rather than actually doing the work to make myself better on the inside, which reflects outwardly, I would just put on a scantily clad outfit and cake myself in makeup, but none of that was fixing the underlying problem, which actually was my anxiety. These little rituals have just become such a part of my daily routine. I do not even have to think before doing my skincare, before a walk or a blowout after a hair wash. It does not make you egotistical or an unconscious person to care about your appearance. Just make sure it's genuinely for the right reasons, driven by self-love. Which I can say for the first time, mine genuinely is. Being off social media, off posting anything, not making videos, even though I love it, really pushed me to find out how integral I really am. When no one's watching, what decisions do I make? because it's easy to be the kind of person you think you want to be when you've got somewhere to post it because you are getting that validation back. What happens when no one's gonna know if you've gone for the walk, no one's gonna know if you've made the healthy meal? It was so important to me to know behind closed doors, who am I? So sticking to a yoga and meditation practice, going on long walks, seeing my friends without anyone knowing or seeing has been such a confidence boost with me and has really solidified who I am and the path that I'm on. It also took the pressure off days where I have rest. I used to feel so guilty if I just wanted to sit at home and watch the TV, but I can have both. I can love reading and prayer and meditation and walking, and I can also love a day rotting on the sofa. Usually my days consist of a mixture of both. It can be a healthy meal followed by a sugary treat, or a long walk followed by a nap on the sofa, or a half an hour meditation followed by a little scroll on Instagram. There is no need to cut myself off from the modern world to be healthy and happy. There definitely is a balance that can be achieved, and I feel like I am on the way. As a self-confessed iPad baby who's often scared to be alone with her own thoughts, I've made a rule for myself. If there's something I want to watch, I can watch it. But if I'm just scrolling, trying to find something to like drown my thoughts out, then I just put on some peaceful music instead. At the moment, I am loving Diana Lopez. I will tag her below. Her music is just otherworldly. I can't even explain. It has such a calming effect. Stops me avoiding everything. Yeah, she just takes me to another planet. She is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So definitely give her a listen. And next time you're doing your errands and you don't want to be in complete silence, maybe give her a little listen. Last summer, making the transition from not working at all to going to a job that I absolutely hated was an absolute shock to my system and really destroyed my confidence, because I thought, I don't think I can work. It made me feel really incapable and I did not know what I was going to do with my life. I felt trapped by my circumstances and did not think I could have it all. But now, a few months into a job that I absolutely love, I am so grateful that I took that risk, and I hope I can inspire you if you are in a similar situation where you feel a bit trapped and you don't see a way forward. Like, it is possible to find a job you're actually excited to go to, because living for the weekends when you're working 40-hour weeks is not a life. Now my anxiety around work is not completely gone, but it's much, much reduced. I can actually be present and form genuine connections with people. I'm so lucky to work with the most amazing people and meet just customers who are amazing, and finally I'm not just counting the clock to see when my shift will end. My layovers are now spent with people, creating amazing memories, and I feel proud of myself that I'm actually able to put myself out there and I'm not holding myself back anymore. I had a conversation with a friend the other day and he said he's changed his mindset to just say yes, and the opportunities that has created for him. And I can honestly say, since just taking on that mindset a bit more and saying yes to things I'm not necessarily sure about, maybe I don't know someone well and they've invited me out for dinner, I might just go for a little while, just go, just try it, and if I don't like it, I never have to do it again, I never have to see them again, and it's fine. Absolute worst that can happen is that I don't have a good time, but still I've learned something about myself, I've learned something else that I don't like, and again it's finding that integrity and being able to make decisions next time, knowing I'm sure about what I do and what I don't want to do. This self-growth and learning journey is going to be lifelong, and I am really excited for it. The last thing I quickly want to talk about is celibacy and being single. Now, I'm doing this as a conscious choice and nothing has ever felt so right for me. With all the change I've been going through, definitely I wouldn't want to add any romantic partnership. My whole life up till now, I've always had the end goal of having children and being married, and that was it. That was when I know I'd made it. So I kept going down the wrong path to get there. Forcing connections and putting a time frame on relationships that weren't happy led both me and the other person to be miserable. Taking that pressure completely off myself and not even thinking about it, and actually becoming genuinely okay with the fact that where I thought I might end up may not be true anymore. I don't now go into meeting people looking for potential partners or trying to change myself to make myself into the ideal partner. I can just be completely me, and if one day that happens to fall into my lap, fine, but otherwise I know the world has so much for me anyway, regardless of that, and I can still be happy regardless of that. Whereas I never thought that before. I thought like children was the end all be all. But I have my baby right here, and if it's just me and her, that is absolutely fine. She gets a little bit jealous when I have a boyfriend anyway. I could talk for hours about why I think it's important for women to have at least one period of their lives where they are just completely alone and not even thinking about men. But all I can say is that I have really started to blossom when I am just living for myself and of course Nina. So I hope this chat has been a little comforting. If you feel a little bit lost or something in your life needs a change, just remember every end is a new beginning and every wrong turn will take you to a new path. You just have to open your mind to the opportunities that are out there waiting for you. I believe in me and I believe in you. I am back, I am excited to be back, and I cannot wait to speak to you soon. Have a beautiful week. Bye guys.